Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 7, Book 71, number 647. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. The Prophet, during his fatal ailment, used to blow on his hands and pass them over his body while reciting the Muawwidhat, Surat an-Nas and Surat al-Falaq. When his disease got aggravated, I used to recite them for him and blow on his hands, and let him pass his hands over his body because of its blessing. Ma'mar asked Ibn Shihab, how did he used to do nafth? He said, he used to blow on his hands and then pass them over his face. Volume 7, Book 71, number 648. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. The Prophet once came out to us and said, some nations were displayed before me. A prophet would pass in front of me with one man, and another with two men, and another with a group of people, and another with nobody with him. Then I saw a great crowd covering the horizon, and I wished that they were my followers, but it was said to me, this is Moses and his followers. Then it was said to me, look. I looked and saw a big gathering with a large number of people covering the horizon. It was said, look this way and that way. So I saw a big crowd covering the horizon. Then it was said to me, these are your followers, and among them there are 70,000 who will enter paradise without being asked about the accounts. Then the people dispersed, and the Prophet did not tell who those 70,000 were. So the companions of the Prophet started talking about that, and some of them said, as regards us, we were born in the era of heathenism, but then we believed in Allah and His Apostle. We think, however, that these 70,000 are our offspring. That talk reached the Prophet, who said, these 70,000 are the people who do not draw an evil omen from birds, and do not get treated by branding themselves, and do not treat with ruqyah, but put their trust only in their Lord. Then Ukasha bin Musan got up and said, O Allah's Apostle, am I one of those 70,000? The Prophet said, yes. Then another person got up and said, am I one of them? The Prophet said, Ukasha has anticipated you. Volume 7, Book 71, number 649. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's Apostle said, there is neither adha, no contagious disease is conveyed to others without Allah's permission, nor tiara, but an evil omen may be in three: a woman, a house, or an animal. Volume 7, Book 71, number 650. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. I heard Allah's Apostle saying, there is no tiara, and the best omen is the vow. They asked, what is the vow? He said, a good word that one of you hears, and takes as a good omen. Volume 7, Book 71, number 651. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, there is no tiara, and the best omen is the vow. Somebody said, what is the vow, O Allah's Apostle? He said, a good word that one of you hears, and takes as a good omen. Volume 7, Book 71, number 652. Narrated by Anas. The Prophet said, no adha, no contagious disease is conveyed to others without Allah's permission, nor tiara, but I like the good vow, i.e., the good word. Volume 7, Book 71, number 653. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, there is no adha, nor tiara, nor hama, nor safar. Volume 7, Book 71, number 654. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle gave his verdict about two ladies of the Hudayl tribe who had fought each other, and one of them had hit the other with a stone. The stone hit her abdomen, and as she was pregnant, the blow killed the child in her womb. They both filed their case with the Prophet, and he judged that the blood money for what was in her womb was a slave or a female slave. The guardian of the lady who was fined said, "O Allah's Apostle, shall I be fined for a creature that has neither drunk nor eaten, neither spoke nor cried? A case like that should be nullified." On that the Prophet said, "This is one of the brothers of soothsayers." Volume 7, Book 71, number 655. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Two ladies had a fight, and one of them hit the other with a stone on the abdomen and caused her to abort. The Prophet judged that the victim be given either a slave or a female slave, as blood money. Narrated Ibn Shihab, said bin al-Musayyab said, Allah's Apostle judged that in case of child killed in the womb of its mother, the offender should give the mother a slave or a female slave in recompense. The offender said, "How can I be fined for killing one who neither ate nor drank, neither spoke nor cried? A case like that should be denied." On that Allah's Apostle said, "He is one of the brothers of the foretellers." Volume 7, Book 71, number 656. Narrated by Abu Mas'ud. The Prophet forbade the utilization of the price of a dog, the earnings of prostitute, and the earnings of a foreteller. Volume 7, Book 71, number 657. Narrated by Aisha. Some people asked Allah's Apostle about the foretellers. He said, "They are nothing." They said, "O Allah's Apostle, sometimes they tell us of a thing which turns out to be true." Allah's Apostle said, "A jinn snatches that true word and pours it into the ear of his friend, the foreteller, as one puts something into a bottle. The foreteller then mixes with that word 100 lies." Volume 7, Book 71, number 658. Narrated by Aisha. A man called Labid bin al-Azam from the tribe of Bani Zaraiq worked magic on Allah's Apostle till Allah's Apostle started imagining that he had done a thing that he had not really done. One day or one night he was with us, he invoked Allah and invoked for a long period, and then said, "O Aisha, do you know that Allah has instructed me concerning the matter I have asked him about?" Two men came to me, and one of them sat near my head and the other near my feet. One of them said to his companion, "What is the disease of this man?" The other replied, "He is under the effect of magic." The first one asked, "Who has worked the magic on him?" The other replied, "Labid bin al-Azam." The first one asked, "What material did he use?" The other replied, "A comb and the hairs stuck to it and the skin of pollen of a male date palm." The first one asked, "Where is that?" The other replied, "That is, in the well of Darwin." So Allah's Apostle along with some of his companions went there and came back saying, "O Aisha, the color of its water is like the infusion of henna leaves. The tops of the date palm trees near it are like the heads of the devils." I asked, "O Allah's Apostle, why did you not show it to the people?" He said, "Since Allah cured me, I disliked to let evil spread among the people." Then he ordered that the well be filled up with earth.